Welcome to Unsolicited, where I make videos about things that nobody asked me to. The Kardashians are the most famous family in modern pop culture. Since 2007, they've graced our screens, and with their millions of followers, never-ending reality show, and constant coverage in the press, whether you like it or not, you're forced to keep up with the Kardashians. People often refer to the Kardashian Kurse as the hex that's put upon the men who enter their lives, but in my opinion, the Kardashian Kurse is broader than that. With their mega presence in pop culture, influence on the beauty standard, business scams, lies, and deceit, we've all been cursed, with a K. Let's start from the beginning. In 1978, a young 22-year-old Kristen Mary Houghton married Robert Kardashian and they had 4 children. The Kardashians did not come from humble beginnings. They grew up silver spoon-fed in Beverly Hills. Kris was a housewife and their father was a lawyer. One thing about Kris, she always knew how to secure the bag. They had a pretty pleasant childhood and never had to want for anything. Eventually, Kris grew bored with her marriage and had an affair with Todd Waterman, which led to her and Robert's divorce in 1991. That same year, she married Olympian Bruce Jenner, who we now know as Caitlyn. In 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson was brutally murdered and her husband OJ was put on trial. Kris and Robert were very close friends with Nicole and OJ, and they both took opposing sides when the trial started. Robert was a part of OJ's legal team, and this was the beginning of the presence of the Kardashian name in the media. In 2003, Robert Kardashian died of esophageal cancer, and by that time, Kris was already remarried, had Kendall and Kylie, and the older kids were in their late teens, early 20s. In the early years, the Kardashian family was always celebrity adjacent. Growing up in Beverly Hills, they were able to have friends in very high places, and it was always Kim's dream to be famous.
Does everyone get a tape of this? Because I hope you do, so you can see me when I'm famous and older and remember me of this beautiful little girl.
Kim was best friends with socialite Paris Hilton and would do anything possible to be seen. Kim would tag along with Paris, hoping to get her picture taken by the paparazzi. At the same time, Kim was working as Paris' assistant and a celebrity closet organizer. In 2006, Kim, Kourtney, and Khloe opened their clothing store Dash, which further put eyes on them. In 2007, Kim's little home movie that she made with her boyfriend Ray J got leaked, so Kim had a lot of eyes on her, and around this same time, momager Kris was pitching a reality show to Ryan Seacrest and E! So the timing of everything was very interesting. Especially cut to today, where this whole situation with the tape has been brought full circle because of their new Hulu show, and Ray J says that Kris Jenner strategically planned out the whole thing. And we'll get to that whole mess later, but anyways, the first episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired in October of 2007 on E! The reality show propelled each one of the Kardashians to stardom and paved the way for them to be as famous and make as much money as they do now. They quickly caught the attention of viewers with their crazy dynamic, inappropriate jokes, and drama-filled storylines. The original show ran on E! For 20 seasons from 2007 to 2021. The show covered everything from births to weddings, divorces, and even incarcerations.
Would you stop taking pictures of yourself? Your sister's going to jail.
One thing that the show highlighted was the Kardashian family's major obsession with physical appearance. Their physical appearances have drastically changed throughout the years, and we as society have been cursed by the ever-changing beauty standard that they've influenced. When the Kardashians first came onto the scene, Kim's figure was the talk of the town and the media had a fascination with her butt. We then see more and more people adopting the slim thick look, BBLs were on the rise, and people were risking their lives to have a fatty.
Miami cosmetic surgeon Dr. Constantino Mendieta says he's seen an 85% increased demand for butt lift surgery, all due to Kim Kardashian.
When you're looking here, where is your eye focusing? What do you like?
This projection right here.
You want to go big?
Yes, I want to go big.
I want all this to go here.
Her fat's coming out beautifully soft. Women are looking for sexiness. They could never achieve this with either dieting or exercise.
Do you think that you are promoting unattainable standards of beauty in any way?
No, I don't. Because I think we get up, we do the work, we work out.
They could never achieve this with either dieting or exercise.
The Kardashians have been able to adopt features typically possessed by ethnic women, capitalize on it, and make it mainstream. Kylie gets lip filler and suddenly big lips, a feature people grew up teased about, became the ideal. Kylie was able to start a whole multi-million-dollar business and capitalize on her influence. The Kardashians have been so influential that they've inspired Kardashian copycats who paid thousands of dollars to look like them.
I'm Sammy and people hate me for looking like Kim Kardashian. I have gotten my lips done for the last year. I think I've done it maybe like 10 times.
I am like a male incarnation of Kim Kardashian. She is the reason I started getting all these cosmetic procedures.
Why would you put yourself through surgery just to look like somebody who happens to be on a reality show?
I actually feel like sometimes I look at Kim so much and I just would love to be exactly like her, because sometimes I feel like I'm not fully confident all the time with inside of myself.
I don't call me Kim Kardashian look-alike. I call me like the Kardashian style. Why I want to look like her? because like she's beautiful and very successful, and I love her. It's bringing me a lot of money. It's bringing me a lot of views.
It really blows my mind how these people are paying thousands of dollars to look like the Kardashians, yet they still don't look like them. It's giving very delusional. Like, this one looks like Amber Rose, this one needs therapy, and you can't tell this one nothing. She's like, I am Kim Kardashian, I live Kim Kardashian, I have Kim Kardashian in my blood, dah, dah. Their massive influence and diehard following has afforded them the ability to market and sell anything that they touch. They could literally sell toenail clippings, and there will be people with their credit cards fiending for it. They've been able to use their physical appearances to build an empire. It started with Kim. Kris Jenner knew how to market and sell the Kim Kardashian experience.
Kim, you're doing amazing, sweetie.
Push this knee out.
Kim put her family on her back, gave them a head start, and eventually they were able to branch off on their own. Collectively, the Kardashians have endorsed dozens of products, and throughout the years, they've slapped their names on questionable deals to collect a check. Like Quick Trim, the diet supplement that the Kardashian sisters claim would have anybody snatched in no time.
You can change the way you look. Create the body you deserve. No more excuses, just results. How hot can you be? Quick Trim.
The product claims to cleanse and detoxify your body by eliminating bloating and water weight. No kidding, because the supplements are pumped with laxatives. Also, the main ingredient in the product, caffeine, is not FDA approved for weight loss.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products.
2 doses of Quick Trim was found to be equivalent to 4 cups of coffee. Studies also showed that Quick Trim could be harmful to your kidneys and that high doses of caffeine could cause cardiac arrhythmias. The Kardashians ended up being slammed with a $5 million class action lawsuit for promoting a product based on lies. The case reached a settlement, and customers who purchased Quick Trim received a 50% refund. However, Quick Trim was not the only Kardashian weight loss endorsement. The Kardashians have been seen on numerous occasions promoting flat tummy teas, shakes, and appetite suppressant lollipops. What a wonderful message. But they clearly don't care as long as the check comes in on time. When the Kardashians aren't promoting other people's products, they're busy running their own businesses. The Kardashians have engaged in several business ventures throughout the years, some successful, some deceitful, and others a total flop. Going back to 2006, the Kardashian sisters opened their clothing store Dash. They actually originally signed on to do Keeping Up with the Kardashians to build up the presence of their stores. The store first opened in Calabasas, and they eventually expanded to Miami and New York. The stores were a big part of the reality show in the early seasons, and the store even led to a spin-off called Dash Dolls about the employees. The Dash stores eventually shut down in 2018 after 12 years of operations. The sisters were busy running their own businesses and taking care of their families, so the store was no longer a priority. However, that might not be the only reason the store shut down, because the Yelp reviews go crazy. Linda L., LA store, said this store is like an overpriced Forever 21 with ugly socks. According to Amy, the clothes are giving swap meet. 1 star. Myra went off. She said the store has a security guard. Guarding what? Ridiculously ugly overpriced clothes? Myra. And finally, Charles, Miami store. 1 star. Their Sears line was better. Speaking of, let's talk about the Kardashian collection at Sears, which was launched in 2011. According to consumers, the quality was cheap and unappealing. It was also discovered that the clothing was being produced in foreign sweatshops with terrible working conditions. The workers were allegedly being abused, working 84 hours a week with no days off. The abuse allegations were denied, but the collection ended up being pulled from shelves in 2015. In 2010, the Kardashians launched the Kardashian Card. It was marketed to be a prepaid MasterCard that came without the fees and high interest rates of a traditional credit card. However, what customers actually got was a ton of ridiculous fees. Like this $60 to $100 activation fee, $8 monthly fee. To withdraw money, there's a fee. To deposit money, there's a fee. To speak to a live agent, guess what? There's a fee.
If you don't use the money that's in there, they actually deduct it, or they charge you.
And this card was being marketed to teenagers to teach them financial responsibility, when in reality the whole thing was just a money grab. In 2012, teenage Kendall and Kylie teamed up with PacSun to launch their own clothing line. It first started out as just a collab and then turned into its own brand. The brand faced controversy in 2017 for launching t-shirts using the faces of Tupac and Biggie, another incident of the Kardashians capitalizing off of black culture. Kendall and Kylie were sued for this, and they issued an apology to the public. The brand Kendall and Kylie is still being sold in stores to this day, but there is no online presence. Another lost Kardashian business is Kendall and Kylie's book deal from back in 2014. The book was called Rebels, City of Indra, the story of Lex and Livia. It was a sci-fi novel playing off of books like Divergent and The Hunger Games that was really popular at the time. The book was clearly ghostwritten, and critics called it mediocre. Honestly, I'm not even sure Kendall and Kylie read the book.
We were just thinking, if we were to create a movie from scratch, what would we want to do? What would our character? And then at the end of the car ride, we were like, a book would be perfect. Why don't we just write a book?
It also kind of worked out because we were homeschooling at that time, and we considered it our English class.
The book sold only 13,000 copies, and Kendall and Kylie became one-book wonders. Since being an author didn't work out, Kylie turned to makeup. In 2015, Kylie launched her brand Kylie Cosmetics by selling lip kits. Selling lip kits made a lot of sense for her because this was around the time when Kylie started getting lip injections and she was like, Bible, I just overlined my lips. And we were like, girl, be for real? At just 18 years old, Kylie's first launch sold out in minutes, and as her business has grown and expanded, it amassed her a fortune of over $1 billion. In 2018, Forbes named Kylie the youngest self-made billionaire, but then retracted that statement in 2020, saying that tax documents provided to Forbes were exaggerated. So technically Kylie isn't a billionaire, but either way, she rich, so it really don't matter. Despite all of its success, Kylie Cosmetics has been met with some controversy throughout the years, with customers claiming they received damaged packages with nothing in them, and even someone who allegedly received a package infested with ants. But nonetheless, Kylie has branched off her business into Kylie Skin, Kylie Baby, and Kylie Swim. And customers have had some issues with her products.
I'm going to use the darkest shade, which is almond. Looks lighter than my face.
I wouldn't recommend this product to you guys.
So this is the back. This is the lady coverage, and I think something that's hilarious is the fact that the hygiene liners they used are literally wider than the actual space that's supposed to cover me. And like, if the hygiene liner can't even fit in here, how are my parts supposed to fit in here?
But all that mess is for another video. In 2017, Kim launched her own makeup brand, KKW Beauty. The products themselves were well received, but the brand did receive controversy when a very tan Kim was mistaken for blackface. Kim apologized for that situation and moved on. KKW Beauty ran for a few years but shut down in 2021, most likely due to Kim's divorce from Kanye and her wanting to disassociate from the last name West. So now Kim is busy running her shapewear and loungewear brand Skims. Skims launched in 2019, originally being called Kimono. The original name received backlash for cultural appropriation, and Kimmy Cakes and the team quickly rebranded as Skims, which is a way better name. Skims has been very successful and well received and is estimated to be worth over $3 billion. In 2016, Chloe launched her denim brand Good American. The goal of the brand was to promote size inclusivity for all women, and overall the brand has been received very positively. In 2017, Good American did have some controversy when Chloe was accused of stealing this design for her Good American bedazzled bodysuits. The designer, Destiny Blue, sued Good American for $10 million, but the case was settled out of court. Rob Kardashian also has his own business, Arthur George. It's a sock company that's often forgotten. The company launched in 2012 and is still running today. In 2018, Rob was in some financial trouble. He was $300,000 in debt and sold half the company to his mom to help keep afloat. Since Chris now owns a part of the business, it expanded to include women and children's socks. Now let's make a left turn. Instead of a business where things go on your body, Kendall has one where the product goes in. In 2021, Kendall launched her tequila brand 818. The tequila is produced from a family-owned agave farm in Mexico. In fact, when Kendall launched the company, she faced controversy for cultural appropriation in this commercial for the brand. However, this isn't the first time that Kendall's been accused of being culturally insensitive. Back in 2017, Kendall starred in a Pepsi commercial that was set at a Black Lives Matter protest, and Kendall saved the day and single-handedly ended political unrest by handing the officer a Pepsi.
I just felt so stupid. The fact that I would offend other people or hurt other people was definitely not the intent.
Moving on, Miss Courtney also has her own business ventures. Courtney was always looked at as the lazy sister who didn't want to work.
Maybe if you had a business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run a business, but you don't.
But since then, Courtney launched her lifestyle and wellness blog named after her daughter Penelope's nickname Poosh. The blog has been pretty successful and has 4.5 million followers on Instagram alone. And recently, Courtney launched her own wellness supplement brand Lemmy. They launched with 3 flavors of gummy supplements, Lemmy Chill, Lemmy Matcha, and Lemmy Focus, which is actually very creative and makes a lot of sense for Courtney because she's always been the sister who's obsessed with health and making sure things are gluten-free, organic, sugar-free, all the frees. With all these family businesses and the racks on racks on racks they're making, the Kardashians are good Samaritans and they make substantial contributions each year to the church, owned by their mother. The Kardashians are Christians, and in 2009, Kris Jenner co-founded California Community Church, and as good congregants, the Kardashians donate 10% of their income to the church each year. Since churches are exempt from having to pay federal, state, and local taxes, by putting their money into the church, they can use their donations as a tax write-off, which equals more money in their pockets. As such a powerful family, being around them can consume you, causing you to lose yourself in the process, which is why there's this long-standing theory about a so-called Kardashian curse that dooms the men who come across them. Let's start with Ray J, the man who started it all. Kim and Ray J dated from 2002 to 2006. During the course of their relationship, they recorded a home movie that ended up launching Kim's career. During the first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the tape was a big topic of discussion. Kim and Kris made it seem that the tape was released illegally without Kim's consent, even though the public has always had the theory that Kim and Kris released it themselves. Throughout the years, the tape has been a running joke, and even though Kim is now a successful businesswoman, her past has always haunted her. With the premiere of the Kardashians' new show on Hulu, the topic of the tape was brought up again when Kim saw clickbait on Roblox mentioning the tape on her son's iPad.
Click on it. Oh, hold on.
It's not okay though, it's not, on Roblox. And it was a picture of my cry face. And it was a game that someone made of Roblox. And it said Kim's new tape. When you clicked on it, thank God he can't read yet.
This led to a storyline about how Ray J had unreleased footage that his team was threatening to put out, and Kanye went to get the laptop from Ray J to save the day. And Ray J was upset when this aired because he felt like it made him seem like he was some kind of predator, and he was afraid about how his children will look at the situation one day when they grow up. Ray J said that his meeting with Kanye didn't go down exactly as they portrayed it on the show. He said he sat down with Kanye at a private room in the airport, gave him the laptop and the hard drive, both of which had no explicit videos on them. Ray J posted a bunch of screenshots of DMs between him and Kim where he's going off about the whole situation and Kim is trying to talk him down. According to Ray J, the entire situation with the tape was orchestrated by Kris Jenner, and she facilitated the contract with Vivid Entertainment to release the tape. So when Kris Jenner went on James Corden's show and said under a lie detector that she did not release the tape, Ray J went off on Instagram with a 44-minute video where he aired out all the receipts.
Did you help Kim release her sex tape?
No.
True. Of course it's true.
Then what? You didn't have nothing to do with the tape. Kris, y'all told me what to do. I said cool. I was playing my role. Play your role. You started it with the Roblox. The head of the Department of Roblox put and said, that's completely false. We've never had nobody put that up because everything they say, they be lying about, and then they just try to move on to the next. And then if you see the lie, you saw it, and then people don't pay attention to it no more. Here's what happens. Kim is rushing me. Her mom's rushing me. Let's get this done. Come on, let's get it signed. Kim's with me while I'm signing my contract. She's like, hurry up, babe. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and help you. I'm going to sign your deliverables for you so you can just rush it through. So Kim signs the deliverables, exactly what we about to sell to Vivid. It's her signature. It's her handwriting, giving him the right to sell it. Look who was in the room with me. Look who wrote exactly what we sold. Could it be Forever Yours? Same I, same E, same everything. Same everything. The lie detector dude you had is a fraud. To tell somebody 23, 22, we like the tape, we need you to go do it one more time in Santa Barbara. Even though y'all not together. We'll go through them and we pick the older one. Showed Kim in a better light. And then fast forward to now, my daughter and my son is like,
I think the most disturbing part about the whole situation is that Kris Jenner actually sat, watched, and critiqued the tape. That blows my mind. Next victim, Kris Humphries. Disclaimer, because I know how y'all like to tussle. I'm not actually saying that these men are actually victims. I'm using that word very loosely because the premise of the Kardashian Kurse is that the lives of the men associated with them go downhill. Okay, let's continue. Kris Humphries, the man who Kim was married to for 72 days. He was an NBA player who Kim started dating in 2010. They got engaged after 7 months of dating and were married 3 months after that. So very quick. When you see their relationship dynamic play out on the show, you can definitely tell that these two people couldn't be more different, which is why their relationship ultimately ended after 72 days. Kris felt that Kim only married him for publicity and content for her show, and Kim did admit that she did feel pressure to go through with the marriage even though she had doubts because they were filming it.
Do you think you owe him an apology?
Absolutely. It was the night before, it was the rehearsal.
Yeah.
And I just went upstairs and I said, can I talk to you? And she said, sure. And I said, listen, if you really don't want to do this, I don't think you should do it. I think this could be a really bad idea.
No, what
and
you
if
said
you want
to me
get
is,
out of it,
go. I'm going to put you in a car. No one will find you. Right. Just leave. And I'll handle
take care of it.
We get to Italy for our honeymoon, and I was like, I think I made the wrong decision.
Wow.
And then I went to New York, and I was miserable.
Kim said that she regrets how she handled the situation with Kris. She said that she tried to call him for months and months and months after they broke up, but he wouldn't pick up. And the next time she saw him in person, she was married to Kanye and pregnant with Saint, and he would not speak to her. They were only married for 72 days, but it took 2 whole years for their divorce to finalize. The marriage put a big stain on Chris's career. There's even an incident where he got booed during a basketball game.
Chris Humphrey's coming into the game, just signing that new deal, and here's the boos from the fans.
And now Chris is no longer in the NBA, and whenever you hear his name, the first thing mentioned is his marriage to Kim and not his basketball career. Next victim, Lamar Odom. Khloe and Lamar met in 2009, fell in love really fast. They got engaged after 1 month of dating and were married in 9 days. Their wedding was also televised for the show, but Khloe and Lamar seemed to have a very genuine relationship, which was documented on their TV show, Khloe and Lamar. However, everything went left in 2013 when Khloe filed for divorce. Lamar was struggling with addiction, which took a toll on their marriage. He was also cheating on her, so that'll do it. In 2015, Lamar was found unconscious in a brothel. There was a significant amount of that cocaine found in his system. He suffered several strokes, he was in a coma, and because of his health issues, Khloe put the divorce on hold to take care of him. While their relationship was in limbo, Lamar had hopes that he and Khloe would work it out and call off the divorce.
Do you know the interviews he's doing? Saying, being married to me were the best years of his life. He's now wearing his ring full time. Yeah. Your ring. You were wearing it when you were someone too.
In 2016, after Lamar recovered, Khloe filed for divorce again and it was finalized. Today, Lamar is no longer in the NBA and every once in a while he pops up with something to say about Khloe.
You still love her?
Yeah, I still got a lot of love for her.
Was she the love of your life?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you or could you have stayed with her?
Yeah, but when you're an addict and you're fighting those demons, you can't even really, you're not loving yourself.
Yeah.
So you can't even spread the love to someone that's loving you as much as she loved me.
She was loving you, but there were other women.
Yeah. I dreamt my ex-wife last night. I miss her so much. I wish I could take that time back.
Yeah, if he wanted to stay married, he should have left that dope alone. Anyways, moving on. Next victim, Scott Disick. Since the beginning, Scott has been a big part of the Kardashian family and is one of the fan favorites from the show. Kourtney and Scott had an on and off relationship for years and he's the father of her 3 children. Throughout the course of their relationship, Scott struggled with addiction, partying, he's been in and out of rehab. He also went through a lot of trauma when both of his parents died, and because Scott had a hard time overcoming his demons, he and Kourtney's relationship suffered. Kourtney tried to tough it out for a while, but their relationship officially ended in 2015. Since then, Scott has been passing his time by dating teenage girls, meanwhile holding out hope that he and Kourtney would one day get back together.
Like that I just don't like seeing you with another guy. It hurt me when you were with somebody else.
But that dream died when Kourtney married her now husband, Travis Barker. Kourtney is the happiest she's ever been, and now Scott gets to enjoy their violent PDA. Also, now that Kourtney is married, Scott is more distanced from the family. He's still around, obviously, but it's not the same as before. Next victim, the victim of all victims, I think, Kanye West. Kanye has had a very successful career both in music and in fashion, but his accomplishments are often overlooked by his controversies. Kanye pre-Kim is a completely different Kanye than the one we see now. Not to say that Kanye's controversies have anything to do with the Kardashians, because he's always been controversial.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please.
But in recent years, Kanye took controversy to the next level when he started hanging out with Trump, wearing MAGA hats, and tweeting outrageous things like slavery was a choice. Kanye's Twitter fingers always seemed to get him in trouble, especially the day where he woke up, chose violence, and decided to go off on every single member of the Kardashian family, even little Stormy baby. Back when Kanye was running for president, he had a rally in Charleston to kick off his campaign, and he shared some very personal details, like how he and Kim almost opted out of having North.
She said she was pregnant, and for 1 month, and 2 months, and 3 months, we talked about her not having this child. She had the pills in her hand.
After that rally, Kanye tweeted that Kim got a doctor to try and take him to a facility that he did not want to go to. He also said that the movie Get Out is about him, and honestly, it might be, because Kanye been in the sunken place for a while now. Look at his house. He also compared Kris to Kim Jong-un, the dictator. He even said that he don't mess with Stormy. Kim and Kanye have since divorced, but that doesn't stop Kanye from running his mouth on the internet. When Kim and Kanye first got divorced, it seemed very amicable, but things took a turn when Kim started dating Pete Davidson. Kanye used the internet to bash Kim and express his concerns about the way his children are being raised. He didn't like that North was on TikTok, he was mad that he didn't get invited to Chicago's birthday party, he was constantly throwing shots at Skeet Davidson. He posted a picture of North and Shy and said that his kids would never do Playboy or make home movies. So clearly, Kanye has a lot of issues with the Kardashian family, but currently Kanye can't use his Twitter fingers because his account was put on lockdown after a tweet he made about Jewish people. This comes after Kanye was recently spotted rocking an All Lives Matter t-shirt at his Easy show. And so Kanye's been under a lot of fire lately, and I'm sure a lot of the things he does is solely for shock value, but all of his controversy takes away from how truly genius and talented he is. When you hear the name Kanye West, you don't think about how he's a self-made billionaire from Chicago. You don't think about his 10 #1 albums or his 21 Grammys. Hey, 21 Grammys, Superstar Family, with New Jack. Okay, he actually has 22 Grammys now, but you get the point. I love that song. Anyways, you think about his drama with Kim, his Twitter rants, and his mental health struggles, which is why people consider him a so-called victim of the curse. Next victim, Rob Kardashian. Even though Rob is a member of the family, he too is a victim low-key. His sisters are such powerful figures and he's always been in their shadows. When you watch the show, the sisters have always dismissed Rob and they love to call him lazy or say he has no ambition.
He is the king of excuses.
Everyone's been overcompensating for him since my dad died because he was 16.
Kris Jenner knows how to market women, which is why her girls have been so successful. Rob's not about to be selling lip kits or shapewear. He's also not going to be on the cover of Playboy, so I think because they didn't know how to market him, his career fell through the cracks. Throughout the years, we've watched Rob go from being young and vibrant, one of the fan favorites on the show, to struggling with depression and being insecure about his weight. Rob did come out of the shadows a little bit when he was dating Blac Chyna, but that relationship was a toxic mess. And if you want to learn more about that, watch the video I made. So as of now, we really don't see much of Rob. He's not on the show, they don't post him. He's living life privately and raising his daughter Dream. In some ways, I think being a Kardashian is a curse within itself. They live a very public life and it can't be easy to have so many eyes and opinions on you. They also do so much work to uphold this aura of perfection. They have personal paparazzi that take pictures of them exactly how they want it so they're never caught slipping. They have an airbrush filter on their show. They use so much Facetune, even on the kids. And do you remember when they went through hell and back to get that unedited photo of Khloe removed from the internet? Meanwhile, when you look at the photo, there's nothing wrong with it. Khloe just looks like a normal person. Despite the pitfalls that may come with their fame, the Kardashians are living their best rich life. Kim alone has more money than there are people on the entire continents of North and South America. Being a part of the 1%, they are so out of touch with reality and what really goes on in the world. Like when Kim told all of us to get up and work, like that's not what we do every day.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your f***ing ass up and work.
I mean, poor Kendall can't even cut a cucumber. How tragic. Like I said, this video is the first in an entire Kardashian series. I'm going to go down the line, each Kardashian, all their scandals, personal businesses, all that. So stay tuned. And until then, that's it. That's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things that YouTubers be telling people to do. And I'll see you next time. Bye!